guys, in today's video we're going to be making Mokume Gane cabochons, and we're going to make them into medallions. So for part one we're making the cabochons. I have Cernit translucent, and all these are mixed half and half, so it's one part of color to one part translucent. And the colors I'm using are the exact same colors I use for my Ode to Autumn collection. I'll put a photo up here. And basically it's, well, everything's the same except for this color here. But here is Sculpey bronze. And this one is Cernit rust. This one here, I swapped the gold out, and I'm using, this is new to me. This is Cernit champagne, metallic champagne. So I try that one. And this is Cernit green gold metallic, and this one is Sculpey bright green pearl. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flatten these out, and I'm going to put them through my pasta machine. I'm going to roll them through numerous times so all the mica particles are all lying nice and flat. And then I'll come back and we'll start on the Mokume. Okay? I decided I want to add a little bit of Sculpey white gold glitter. So I mixed it with half and half with translucent. So here that is here, and I have this rolled out on a number 7. These are my colors rolled out on a number 5. And then the Sculpey bright green pearl I have rolled out on a number 7 as well. I just want to explain, I rolled these through the pasta machine numerous times because I wanted all the mica particles to lie flat. And here's a good example of the mica particles not lying flat. Can you see how it's different color there? Yeah, so that's not flat. So basically they will change direction as we put our imprints in there. Again, that will give you the mica shift, which gives you some depth. All right, so I'm gonna start on this piece of paper and get my blade. And I'm going to start with the rose gold glitter. And then I'm gonna go in order. I should have put them in order. Bronze. Now, yeah, okay, I'm thinking what I want to do. Bronze, and I'm just going to take a couple of little scraps. I don't want it full. That's probably enough. Bronze. The rust. Rust, then the champagne. I'm going to put a full one on top of that. And where are we? And then the green gold. Sculpey pearl. Another one. Do I want another one? No. No. Then I'm going to go bronze. Full one. Copper. Oops, yes, it's right. Copper. Champagne. Jump. And I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go this one now this time with the gold on top, the green gold on top. Don't ask me. I don't know why I did it this way. It's just telling me to do it. Okay, so here we have it. Okay, so now I'm just going to start flattening it a bit. because I'm going to roll this out on my pasta machine on the thickest setting. So I want to get it nice and soft. And where's my roller? Here's my roller. And I usually find that, because my roller is cold, I usually find that my fingers work better. Okay, I'm going to go put this through my pasta machine on a 0. Okay, here it is. Here it is on a 0. Now I'm just going to cut it in half. It's about half. And then I'm going to stack them. Then I'm going to start squishing them back into a square, into a block. And I'm going to be quite rough with it. Very rough with it. I'm kind of trying to squish it along. Squish up the layers, see? I'm being very rough with it. Okay. Keep on going. Put my thumb in there. And I'm going to put my knuckle in the middle of it. Not all the way down. And now I'm going to bring it back up into a block. It's a tough little block, this one. There we go. Okay. Now, it's a very small block, I know, but we're only making small cabochons, so we don't need too much. Now I'm going to take a slice off the top. That's what we have with air, with an air pocket. So I'm just going to take this and then warm it up, smush it up. I'm worried about this air pocket. I want to get that gone. All right, there's one. Let's take another slice. I don't know which side I like better. think I like this one. Although I really like this effect in here with the little bit of the green gold. Yes, the green gold surrounded by the bright green pearl, you see. But I think I prefer this side. And now we take another slice. We have a big one here. I'm going to use that as a big one. Okay. Again, we have air in there. All right, I'm going to work with this big one first. Try to squish that air out. Let's give it a roll. I'm rolling it from all directions. I can already see here now. There's a few places here where the rose gold glitter is going to be it's a little bit darker, so this is going to add some depth and some definition. Okay, so now I have some scrap clay that's for these colors that I rolled out from a previous project, and I have my Sculpey mold. I've already given it a clean. Now I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to use my ball tool and moisten it with my baby wipe and start molding that into the Sculpey Cabochon mold. Just gently. Okay, now I'm going to take some of my scrap, give it a roll. I can already see I need more. Give it a push. And now fold the edges over. Roll it flat with the roller. And slice off the excess. Be careful not to use a very sharp blade, because you can cut through the silicone. And I usually try to go through the center out so you don't get the pull, but it's okay. What am I doing now? Because I'm gonna make a couple of cabochons. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on a domed piece yet or on a flat piece. So for that reason, I am going to take my ball tool and I'm going to make the cabochon concave. So if I'm going to put it on a domed piece, it will lay flatter on a domed piece. If this is just flat, it's not going to lay flat on a domed piece, on a dome backing. Okay. Give it a slice again. Where did I put the scrap? I don't know. And again, oh, here it is. Duh. Right, okay, now I'm going to take my facial sponge and I'm going to give this a real good push. I'm going to give a real good roll with the roller with my fingers. because I want this to be very nice and compacted and smooth. So it'll give me less sanding to do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. Fast forward. So I'll just carry on, and I'm thinking I'm going to do this, and this, possibly. I don't know. I'm just going to work away.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky.
Okay, these are done. I am just going to have a quick look. I'm not really sure my thoughts on that one. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I tell you what, I'm going to go put these in the freezer for about 10-15 minutes so they don't get distorted in shape, and I'll come back to you. Out of the freezer, they've been in there a good 15 minutes. What I'm going to do now is just take my little needle tool, very, very fine needle, you can see it, and I'm just going to poke some holes so any air that's in there has somewhere to escape. I'm not going to the bottom. Okay, now let's demold these. Here's the one. Not sure about this one. This is just a glass from a clip frame. That's what I like to bake on. So one. I like this one better. And this will change completely after baking. Let's get at our big triangle. I'll get that off during sanding. Here's that one. And the last one. And it has a divot. Lovely. Can you see the little divot in it? Just here. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to get my Cernit translucent. Put a drop of that on it. Give it a rub. Now this Cernit translucent, the gel is very soft. It's not hard to sand at all. So I'm just going to give this one a chance. Not happy with that. Let me get my silicone tool. Ah bon. I'm just going to go like that. Make sure it gets in that groove. Put a little bit more glue on. Okay, I don't see the divot anymore, so that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go put these in the oven just for half an hour. They do need well over an hour to fully cure, but because I'm going to be doing multiple bakings, I'm only going to just semi-cure them for half an hour. Because if you bake them too much, you can get cracks. And I don't want to get cracks after I've spent a lot of time sanding. Okay, I'm going to put these in the oven. And then I will come back when they're all sanded and buffed. I thought I'd make a couple more. These are translucent clay that's been dipped into mica powder. And this is from the Gemstone Collection, Meyspring's Gemstone Collection. And what I have here is the chalcedony, golden labradorite, green pyromorphite, shiny malachite, and bronze stone. I was going to have a little fun with this. These are rolled out in a number 6. This is how I usually do my Mokume if I'm not on camera. Here I have some white scrap clay, and here I have a mica powder that I mixed up. This is 1 part of sterling lining to 1 part, I think it's gilt gold. This is in the Geode Art Collection, Meyspring's Geode Art Collection. So I'm just going to have a little play with this. And I'm just going to very gently, very lightly, so this stuff is really pigmented. I'm just going to dab it on. I don't want too much because I still want the clay to stick to each other. I want this to just kind of define the colors a little bit. See, and just have a see. It's only a very small amount of clay, so just have a little play. I think that's enough. There's my finger. These are beautiful mica powders, by the way, guys. I know I go on about Meyspring a lot, but these are extremely pigmented, beautiful colors. There's no comparison to other the cheaper Amazon mica powders. And I've not tried Wow or anything like that, or Pearl X. Anyway, so I'm gonna do the same kind of. I'm gonna go dark or bronze. Oops, to gold. To shiny malachite. I think I might, no, okay, I'm gonna go this. green pyromorphite, and then lastly, a chalcedony. Give it a wee squish. Cut. No, no, I'm just going to cut and stack. Give it a squish again. Cut and stack. Okay. Now, like before, I'm just going to give it a squish. Knuckle. And then bring it back together. And I'm not really sure about these colors. I want to do something kind of similar to the fall theme for Dominique, one of my members. But we'll see now. Oh, now I'm liking this. Okay, and give it a slice. Oh yeah, it's kind of cool. Now I'm gonna flatten it out with my fingers. I'm just gonna throw these in the oven with the other ones. Have a look. Have a look. Okay, and let's see the big one. There's just, if you just mix the mica powders in with translucent clay, not saturating the clay, just mixing it in. I just flatten this out. If say this is translucent, flatten it out, put it right in the bag. Actually, it's in my last video. I did the oyster echoes. Right, I am gonna give this a little roll with my roller. Again, I'm showing you two different ways to do it, but it's the exact same technique. I'm sure you could probably get the same effect with the colored clays, the pearls and the metallic clays, but I think maybe you just have to add a lot more translucent because this is going to look so much different when it comes out. Okay, so I can see with this one, get my blade. I'm gonna use this one here. Like this. And I put my tools away, didn't I? Ah. I'm gonna put a little bit of white in there. I want this because this is gonna be so translucent, I really want it to be a bit bright. So put this in. Wrap her up. and the same as the last ones. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera, and then I'll come back when these are all cured and sanded and buffed. Okay, so they're out of the oven. They were cured, sanded and buffed, and I actually went ahead and put, these are the two I'm working on, by the way. I went ahead and put a wee bezel around these after they were baked. It's for the camera angle and whatnot. I just went ahead and did this because it took me forever to do it. But we're going to put another bezel around the backing anyway. Okay, so I'm going to work on this one first. This one I'm going to put on a backing. This is burnt umber, mixed with some translucent because I was running low on burnt umber. So I just want to get this really nice and flat and smooth. And then I'm going to, where's my cutter? Here's my cutter. And I'm going to make sure my cutter is nice and clean. And I have this on the glass because I want it to lay completely flat. And we stick her in there. This is a good reason why I like to work on glass as well, because I can make sure that it's gone through. Take it out. There we go. Now I just make sure this is going to fit. I think it should fit okay. Just. All right. Oops, I touched it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Okay, we're going to put some poly paste, Kato poly paste, on the back of this. Now I'm making this pendant a little bit heavy because I'm going to put it on a 3mm leather cord. And it's quite a stiff leather cord. So I want this to be a bit weighty so it will pull it down. Oh, I didn't mention, the metallic I put on this is from the one that I made up. The half and half with the silver and the gold. I want to be really careful. I don't want any glue showing. Stick it back in there. Now, can we do a successful drop? First of all, where's my seam? Well, it doesn't really matter. This is round. Oh, I boogered that up. That's not good. So I'm going to bundle this up and do it again. And I'll be right back. Okay. This looks all right. Okay. So I roll this out now on a number 3 instead. I think it's just a little bit bulky. It's very soft. I even leashed this for a little while. Anyway, so I'm just going to do my my printing paper, and I'm going to get this all nice and smooth. Because I want this to be completely flat and matte. And the reason why I'm doing this now, actually, I'm not going to, yeah, put this, no, I have to cut the circle out first. I'm going to put another bezel around this in the gold, and I don't want any gold on the brown. So this has to be baked, and then I have to put the second bezel on separately. Okay. Now let's try this again. without touching it, Keelan. Okay, let's go in for the drop. I think that looks okay. And this, because I mixed translucent in this, is going to dry quite dark. It's going to be rather dark. I'm hoping it's going to come out more like a, well, my leather is a saddle brown, which is a very dark brown. So I want it to be very dark. Okay, so I'll set this aside for the moment, and we're going to work on this one. Put that away. Now, this is the one that I did for Dominique. Okay, this is just some scrap clay. I have this rolled out onto a number 2. And this is a stamp that I got off of Temu. But I made a stamp with the stamp, and I'm going to be using this. So I'm using this section here, but in the reverse. I go into great detail about embossed and debossed stamps in my a foiled masquerade tutorial. So if you, I'll leave the link down in the comments if you'd like to check that out. And I got my trusty facial sponge, and I have water for the release agent. Water there. And this is the part I'm going to use here. So I'm going to position that there. Put this on top right away. And get my roller. And roll. I find if you put this sponge down, then the clay does not move. Sometimes it's hard to get the clay rolling. When you start rolling, it's hard to get the clay to stick to the stamp without jumping around, because there's water on it. This is a good little trick. Okay, now put this back in its bag. You're kidding me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put you on pause again. Okay, we try again. A bit of water. Stick her down. My sponge. I did it again. It will adhere in baking. I'm going to put a backing on this anyway. I'm not doing it again. This has been a day, I tell you. Okay. Now I'll get this on a bit of paper. Now I'm going to be placing this. The reason why I like this part of the stamp is because I like to put something just here. And I just think it adds like it's a good mix. You'll see now when I cut it out. So you want that to kind of come Sometimes it's hard for me to explain and speak. Right, that's where I want it to be. So I'm going to have a look. Tiny bit lower, I think. I think that'll do. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to get what I mixed up, which is, I think it's called gilt gold. I should have looked. Gilt gold and sterling lining. Oops, open that upside down. All right, and now I'm going to avoid the center here because the Kato paste, the glue needs something to stick to, and mica powder, it will not stick to mica powder. So you want to do it on clay and not on powder. I actually quite like this color. To me, it looks a little bit, it's much paler. I find the mica powders, like the true golds, like for this one, the golden labradorite and the gilt gold, I mean, they're lovely colors, but this, just mixing it with a bit of silver just kind of dulls it down a bit. It's a softer gold, and I quite like it. Okay. Now, I want to fix my edges now because I can't fix them later. Okay, I'm actually just going to go and get my little silicone sheet so I can work away on it. Okay, I had to do it again because I realized I shouldn't have put the mica powder on first because I'm going to put the outside edge on, and I want the clay to stick to the clay. So I had this rolled out, pulled out from my extruder before. My extruder is actually broken. This is the last bit I could get. Anyway, where's my edge? There. Sorry, that's my dog having a good old scratch. Maddie, thank you. Now, I need my magnifying light for this, sorry guys. Now I'm just going to cut it here. Ooh, it just fits. I get only one chance with this because, like I said, my extruder is broken. Kind of smooth it around. Okay, so now all I have to do now is put on the powder. Where is it? Here. Bring it up to the camera. Get that really burnished in. Now, so I'm going to stick this in the oven for, my oven's hot, so I'd say I'm going to do it for like maybe 15 minutes, and for the brown one as well. And then we'll come back and we'll figure out what we're going to do for a backing and a bail. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I continued on after filming and I put the bezel on this, and I put a little tube bail on this morning, and I got a little bit carried away. I was going to do it on camera and I didn't, but I'll show you what I did. All I did was I took a bit of clay. I measured out to be 1.5, and then I just cut a little bit off. And then I wrapped it around my wooden stick. And I didn't join it fully. I'll show you now. Where's the camera? See, it's just gently touching. Okay, and then I sliced down the back and I put the gold powder on, and I baked this leather cord in with it to keep it in shape. It just comes out after baking. Okay, so that's that. So we're gonna go ahead and back this now. Keep my little leather cord for next time. And I have here the brown rolled out on a 4. No, it's a 5. No, it's a 4. It's a 4. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out this circle. It's the same shape as this. Obviously, this is bigger now, but I rolled it out a bit thicker than I needed, so I can give it a bit of a stretch to pull it across the back. This is going to go through for me. There we go. Put that aside. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a little pull.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours.
I think, yeah. Okay, and now for the last one, I'm going to do a pin, make it a brooch. Ah, sugar. For this, I've already marked it, and I was thinking I wanted to go sit this way, then I thought I should sit this way, then I thought I should sit on a bit of an angle, but now I'm going to make it sit this way purely because most of the weight is here. So I want to sit there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, where to put it, a bit of poly paste. And just in the center of that poly paste, I'm going to add a little bit of crazy glue. This is just to keep it centered while I do the backing. So now I look. Didn't I just say? Put in the wrong place. Duh. Duh. Do it again. Again, so the poly paste is down there for the clay to stick to. And the super glue is there for the metal pin to stick to. Now I'm just gonna look, make sure it's centered. Right, okay. I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the backing off camera. And then I'll come back with the show and tell. Okay, I accidentally deleted the clip explaining about the cabochons. I had made these ones before. And I lost the video. Don't ask me how. I lost the video. So then I made these ones. These are the ones that we made on camera. But then I decided to use the small round cabochon from this batch. This batch is exactly the same as this one, except I rolled all the clay out on a 5, and I didn't include the rose gold glitter. And this one here, this is a large one from the mica powders that I just didn't get around to finishing. So that explains that. Okay, so here is the necklace pendant. I really like how this turned out, actually. And here's the back. Now, for the bail, I just took a little bit of varnish and gloss varnish and mixed it with a little bit of the mica powder, and I kind of did like a soldering just here, if you can see. And then I put a very thin coat of, again, the varnish and the mica powder just to protect the bail, because it will get a bit of wear and tear. So that's that. And then we did this one, the brooch. I really like how this turned out. I love the colors. The back's a little bit sloppy, but I'm not worried about that. This is a gift for my mom. These are her colors. I know she'll love it. Now, you might have seen this on the screen as well. My members will recognize this. This is a cabochon I made with just the Geode Art Collection mica powders. And I just I put 2 little metal pins through. And then I put the backing on. So then when I pulled them out, then after baking, I had room to put the cord through. So there's that one. It's not really a medallion, but so I'm going to up this to the side, actually. Now, what started this whole thing was I made these just last week. This, I absolutely love this one. This is my favorite. This I made with all the colors from the Geode Art Collection, the mica powders, but I didn't use the gold or the sapphire sparkle. But I really love this one. And then in here, the black, I put the gloss glaze, but then I brushed it with black chalk pastel to give it a matte effect. And here's the back with that one. But again, I absolutely love this one. And then the one I made after this was, again, you saw it in the intro, was this one. So again, I really quite like this one too. And here's the back. The back's a little bit sloppy on this one, but that's okay. Anyway, so there are our Mokume Gane medallions. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're here, if you made it this far, you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's really important to me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments which one is your favorite. And share if you like to share. If you know anybody who might be interested in watching this video. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.